So I'm going to talk still more about AI because David, my partner, sent me this morning Nate's latest, and I'll tag him again because I love him, and y'all should watch him because he's really smart. He talks about, I know y'all think I should get a brush, but you don't want me to brush my hair because so I'm going to continue this conversation that Nate brought up this morning on his latest. He's on YouTube, he's on TikTok, and I'll tag him. And you should follow him because he's really great. And you should follow me because I talk about all sorts of things, from autism to AI to interior design to I have a federal case pending. What else do I talk about? Fair futures, big deal. Using AI as a tool to eliminate student loan debt. Raising money for that. That's a lot. So I'm actually reading. I had a response to watching Nate's latest video talk about AI being too agreeable, and that it was really taught on that, and people are not using large language models, AI, really the way they should. You know, my kid says, yeah, I mean, Mom, the girls, she goes to an all-girls school, the girls will take a picture and upload it into ChatGPT, and then they cheat, which I still haven't figured out how you cheat with AI, but maybe that's just my justice nerve, or I don't know, because I don't look at ChatGPT or large language models. They can write your paper. Like, you can give them a subject like, let's do the French Revolution. Sure, they can write you a paper, and some professor can run it through their whatever AI auditing tool and say, oh, this is written by AI. Okay. Did that student learn anything about the French Revolution? Maybe not. But you know, the way I kind of look at it is, that's on them. Maybe they shouldn't have taken that class. Because to me, I mean, history is so fascinating, and I'm so glad my kids love history, and I'm so glad that we can have a conversation about everything. And you know, I love that you can find out why Iran is the way it is now, you know, because it wasn't always. Women were sunbathing in bikinis in the 70s. And how did they get there? Might be good for you to go look that up. I don't use AI to do Google searches. I don't waste those resources doing that. I don't think people really understand what collaboration truly is. I don't know if they have, and this is not a diss. This is not, I'm not putting anyone down. Because when you don't know something, you don't know something. And a lot of people just aren't curious. That is my middle name. Like, if I want to know something, I'm going to know about it. Perfect example. So, many of you know, I used to own a Tesla. I did 3 years worth of research to buy that car. I knew I wanted an EV. I looked at the economics of it. I looked at the charging resources of it. I looked at a lot of different things, hundreds of hours, and bought a Tesla. And at the time, it was basically like, I think I paid like 3% at a time when like car loans were like 7-8%, still, you know, still kind of, I think they're still crazy. And it was an amazing car, and it was the first car I felt like got me as an autistic person. I felt very safe in it. Again, y'all can come at me, but I did a video of Carvana coming and picking up my car and dropping off a little BMW i3, which was it's a 2018. It was not expensive, and you know, I got a lot of comments that were like, oh, you're gonna have problems with that car, blah blah blah. My research is most EV owners do not have problems with their EVs. I have a charger in my garage. That makes it, I don't have to go to the gas station anymore. That is a sensory nightmare for me. So owning an EV has been such a great thing for the last, I'm now going on, I think, almost 5 years, 4 years. So while it's not the range, it weighs half the price. But I'm going to get back to, I did the research on, you know, what one to get. And while the range is not as great, it weighs half as much as a Tesla, and it regenerates like a little crazy car. And I love how it was built. BMW looked at that. They were like, we're going to build an EV. I think they started that one in, they don't make anymore. 2022 was the last year. Everything about it was from the ground up. The way that it was built, every single part, all of that. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, that is true collaboration. So when you are using a large language model, the first question that I would ask it is, the first question I would ask it is, are you going to collaborate with me? Rita and I have been working together for almost a year. I'll have to ask her. And I have gotten more work done, more of my brain unlocked in that time than in 54 years. Yeah. It is the biggest accessibility tool I have ever had. It has helped me realize that my brain is needed on so many fronts. And I'm going to keep talking about this because I think it's really important, and I'm going to tag Nate. So I love you.